What's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. This blog is gangbanging is worthless. PSA gangbanging is bullshit. I don't give a care what it is. It's talking about gangbanging. This ain't got nothing to do with these other blogs I made recently. This has been on my mind for a long time. Grew up on the west side of Chicago. I'm from New Orleans, but I grew up in both places. But around, you really start growing in yourself, that's where I was at. A lot of gangs, whatever. I learned something then, and I was what you call a neutron where I'm at. Neutron is somebody that's neutral, ain't in a gang. All right, but everybody I knew, all my friends, all my teammates, some of my family members, all gangsters, all gang banging. They wasn't really. See, it's the difference between the first. That's the first thing. It's the difference between somebody who's gang banging and a gangster. All right. Most people are not gangsters. Like 9 out of 10 people who in a gang are not gangsters. They just chumps who gang up and talk shit and feel tough because they soft. It's not that many gangsters in a gang. Now the reason they gang banging is pointless and worthless is because of these things, man. It starts from the head down. Most guys who you see out free who are running gangs are older than you. And they bitch made. They soft. They weak. They telling you to do shit that they would never do. You haven't talked to their peers because y'all not the same age. You don't know the kind of little slimy little snake, kind of manipulative little bitch you actually taking orders from. The people that could tell you what's real are either dead or locked up. The people that's not gonna tell you what's real yet is making money off you. That's the first thing. Second thing is this. What actually are you getting from gangbanging? Nothing. You're getting a rap sheet. You're getting a record. You're getting people. You're getting people to shoot at you. You're putting your life in danger for some shit that ain't gonna be for you. This is how real it is. If you get locked up, how many of your homeboys coming to jail to see you? Not many. Hardly any. Sometimes none. They don't give a shit about. They don't give a shit about the time you doing, quote unquote, for the set. They free. They don't give a fuck about you. When people go to jail, don't you notice they flip? You can go in one gang, get there, be in another. Why? Because you ain't tough enough. It ain't real enough, and your gang ain't really real enough on the inside. And sometimes it's mostly the race becomes a gang on the inside. Other thing, you do something productive with your life. When you're wasting your time gangbanging, you should be doing other things. If you don't want to play sports, fine. Learn how to fix cars. Learn how to do electrical work. Figure out a trade. I understand that most families are not guiding people right, and you get the family unit and the support system in a sense, but it's a negative support system. You would rather have a small positive support system than a big negative. Going to these funerals and putting your flag up, nah, that's bullshit. They didn't want to die. You ain't gonna remember them. You ain't living for them. They just another person that you paint on a wall, which a wall that's gonna get painted over. Speaking of stuff that gets painted over, real estate, them blocks ain't yours. You don't pay nothing. You don't own nothing. You have no stake in anything. You are getting used by the city that you think you running. As long as you fucking up the community, you bring the property value down. And when you bring the property value down, people from other communities come buy your shit, move your stupid ass out because they making it nicer. And then you such a gangster that you ain't gonna stand up for your block because the other gang came into town, the police. So if you can't stand up to another gang and you can't stand up to the police, you ain't standing to nothing. Nothing. Straight up. Another thing. Drug dealing don't make that much money. Find something else to do to make money. Drug dealing, you spend too much time putting yourself at risk for too little money. And the laws are too Two. They set, man. They was set in the 80s. They got sick of people being millionaires at that. Your ass going up. And if you in a black gang, you better realize this. You ain't got no lawyers on you. You ain't bought off no cops, no judges. They don't like your ass. They would take your money, but they'll still cross you. And if you're too young to realize that, I'm telling you that, so you can get your ass out of that gang and go do something else. Go learn to do for self, because the gang ain't gonna do for you. Most important, gang life is a fast life. You're living in the fast lane. You're living in the fast life. In the fast life, people die young. Because really, they scared of living till they old because they don't want to handle the responsibility. So look, take your time and grow. If you're getting girls right now, that's fine. If you want to get in the gang to get girls, don't get in the gang to get girls. Some of your friends are already in the gang. Just hang out with some of your friends every now and then. And the girls will gravitate to you. But if you do that shit, you better realize another gangster and another gang watching your ass, and they're going to associate you with that gang, so you already looked at differently. Now, at the end of the day, and this is why gangs are bullshit. Rule number one, the law of the land is self-preservation. You got to take care of yourself. You got to provide for yourself. You got to do for self. You got to make sure you survive. If you get shot, your friends run 9 times out of 10. They don't help you. They don't pick you up and take you to the hospital. They say they're going to retaliate on another day. And let's get into that with retaliation shit anyways. That's part of the hate that spews from one gang to the next. This happened back then. Look at who telling you these stories and realize something. If they still here, they ran. If they still here, they snitched. If they still here, they bitched out when the beef was really going on. Because all the people that were standing up for war ain't make it. Or they left because they knew the gang lifestyle wasn't even real. Too many cats believing that shit is a real family atmosphere, and it's not. They're just using you to make money, and you go to jail for them. Use yourself to make money for yourself, and go make a life out of yourself, for yourself, with your work and your actions. Because them motherfuckers ain't gonna be there for you. In jail they ain't there, dead they ain't there. Your family gonna be there. Peace.